The Twin Cities Sheriff had a scathing reaction to Capitol Security. This is in the wake of the deadly attack on lawmakers.
And he said that legislators should have been alerted sooner. Barrett Leone live this morning at the state capitol to break it all down. Barrett.
Yeah, this rough review is coming from Ramsey County Sheriff Bob Fletcher. He says that lawmakers should have been alerted an hour before the Hortmans were killed. Now, he says in part, quote, "There is no excuse for not having or not using a functional mass notification system." Fletcher says the alert should have been sent out to lawmakers right after Senator John Hoffman and his wife Yvette were shot early that morning and before the gunman killed former House Speaker Melissa Hortman and her husband, Mark. He blames the State Patrol Security Division for not implementing that system. And some lawmakers say they want a system too.
All I'm asking for is the information that I would need in the real time that I would need it to keep my family safe. And I think that's what most of us have questions about now is I need to be able to protect my family, and I need that information in real time so that I can effectively do that.
Now, the chief of the Minnesota State Patrol tells WCCO they're working with the Department of Public Safety to expand participation in the notification system and protocols. The statement reads in part, quote, "What happened on June 14th was a horrific tragedy. The State Patrol remains focused on meaningful systemic improvements, working with all public safety partners who share in that responsibility." Now, DPS has promised an outside review of how state and local law enforcement handled the attacks on June 14th. And this morning, we know that security is stepping up here at the Capitol with fewer entrances and more officers at those open doors.
Our very own reporting from the state capitol with that update. Barrett, we appreciate it. Thank you. The Ramsey Board of Commissioners has extended a state of emergency. This after a cyber attack in St. Paul last week.
The emergency declaration is a procedural step that enables Ramsey County to mobilize all necessary resources and request additional support from the state and federal agencies.
Ramsey County's information systems were not affected by the cyber attack in St. Paul, but Ramsey County employees still cannot send or receive emails to employees within the city of St. Paul. Minnesota National Guard members who are highly trained cybersecurity members are helping the city get information systems and get those systems restored.
New video this morning from Savage where firefighters were called to a fire at Port Cargill. This is over on Lynn Avenue overnight. We saw them carrying big fire hoses in and out of the building. Now, we couldn't see any flames, but certainly our photojournalist on scene saw lots of smoke. We'll let you know how much damage was done inside of that building. The
search this morning continues for a Minnesota man who went missing while hiking in Wyoming. The Bighorn County Sheriff says it immediately started search and rescue efforts after reports of an overdue hiker last Friday. Investigators say Grant Gardner of Lakeville planned on a 3-day hike. After making it to the summit of Cloud Peak on the night of July 29th, he texted his wife to let her know he made it there safely, adding the climb was more taxing than he expected. That was the last anyone heard from him.
It was a well thought out, very planned, meticulous itinerary. We're so hopeful he's just out there and lost.
A hiker in another group who also happens to be from Minnesota was there the same day as Gardner took this video of the dangerous weather during the hike. The sheriff says they've received some good tips and they are acting on them. Meanwhile, rescue teams in Norway are continuing their search this morning for a climate journalist who grew up in Wisconsin. 38-year-old Alec Lund went on a hike last week by himself in a Norwegian national park where one of Norway's largest glaciers is located. His wife reported him missing when he didn't make it and fly back to the UK Monday. Now, he's based in London. He worked for the New York Times, The Atlantic, The Guardian, Scientific American as well. He sent us photos of himself to his wife before he went missing. This photo yesterday, and rescue crews had to stop looking for him last night. That's because of heavy rain, high river levels, and challenging terrain. But the search is resuming today. Again, this is in Norway. Lund graduated from the University of Wisconsin-Madison in 2010. He grew up about 20 miles southeast of there in Stoughton, Wisconsin.
An independent review says that Minneapolis's officers acted within city rules. This was during this contentious federal raid from earlier this summer. City auditor report found that officers did not help with immigration enforcement, and that would violate a city rule that bars MPD from doing just that. Many had questioned the city's role in that Lake Street raid that led to violent clashes between protesters and federal agents. It did, though, find delays in getting information to city council members, which fueled concerns of ICE arrests.
I encourage you to take these findings and recommendations that come from this report and this presentation to collaboratively improve processes to help prevent situations like this in the future.
The report also urged the city to update its rules for working with federal agencies. Now, those haven't changed since they were adopted in 2003. City officials say they routinely collaborate on criminal investigations, but never on immigration cases.
Bloomington police say they've caught a serial porch pirate. Take a look. Police tell us the thief was first linked to a car break-in at a gas station on Sunday. Well, security video shows him taking a backpack from a truck. And after an employee recognized him from another incident weeks before, Bloomington police connected him to 3 porch thefts. Those were caught on camera back in July.